and welcome back. This is Wendy Historian, and today we are talking about a first audition. And in honor of Liam Payne's birthday, we're gonna be baking a cake. Last year, Liam's cake was inspired by his song Sunshine, but this year I'm gonna get a little bit shamelessly carroty just because this is the third of our boys to turn 30, and I'm feeling really nostalgic. I'm going to make a 3-footed turtle cake, which is of course a reference to a well-known story Liam told us back in 2012. Liam had a pair of pet turtles during One Direction's early days called Boris and Archimedes, and when he went on tour, he left the turtles in the care of then-girlfriend Danielle Peaser. And after one tour, he came home to find that one of the turtles had chewed off the foot of the other turtle. I want to say we were told that Boris was the one whose foot was missing. The health and well-being of all the scaly beasts involved, the turtles were unfortunately separated. But fans really loved the story because of the way it was delivered to us, which was just...
Well, we had to split them up because the one started biting the other one's foot and he lost a foot, so I had to split them up, yeah. No, I came home one day and my turtle was just missing a foot.
Liam lives a crazy life.
But anyway, on to today's actual story. Despite the fact that Niall, Louis, Liam, Harry, and Zach...
It's Zane. Sure, whatever you say, big guy.
...were all really young when they were put together as a band on the XFactor. They all already had some kind of performing experience when they arrived. Zane did choir and stage acting in school, which included performing in the musical Grease. Niall did the same, plus entering and performing and sometimes winning talent competitions. Louis had a band with his friends called The Rogue, and Harry was in a band with his friends called White Eskimo, which actually ended up having a bit of a career after One Direction started getting big, despite Harry not actually being in the band anymore. The most well-known and probably most impressive music career pre-One Direction was that of Liam Payne. Liam had been performing at pub karaoke nights from the age of 6 and had joined a local performing arts group. He was no stranger to singing in front of audiences. But Liam's primary ambition had long been to become an Olympic runner. He's already putting in the mix, don't worry. In 2008, however, those dreams were put on hold after Liam failed to qualify for the England team that would be competing in the 2012 Olympic Games. Of course, Liam would end up being at those games anyway. But to cope with the disappointment of not making it onto the Olympic team, Liam chose that year to audition for Season 5 of The XFactor. Season 5 was the last season before the rule change that required applicants to be 16 years of age or older. At the time, the minimum age requirement was 14, so even though super young, Liam just qualified and sang Frank Sinatra's song Fly Me to the Moon in front of judges Louis Walsh, Simon Cowell, and Cheryl Cole.
In other words, baby.
And Simon remarked that while he liked Liam,
there's something not quite, there's 20% missing for me at the moment.
Well, give me another audition and I'll show you I've got that 20%.
but ultimately all 3 judges gave a yes.
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 You've got 3 yeses.
And 14-year-old Liam Payne advanced to boot camp. In boot camp, Liam sang Elton John's Your Song. Once more, the judges remarked that they really liked him.
I like it.
Yeah?
When the elimination decisions were announced, little Liam, whose style choices were, certainly choices, was among those who got sent home. But then once Liam was sent out of the room, it appeared that Simon and Louis were still pushing for him behind the scenes.
I really think we're making a mistake here.
I liked him yesterday. I really liked him yesterday.
And in a seemingly once-in-a-lifetime moment that would happen again to Liam only 2 years later, Liam was called back before the judges after his initial rejection.
The judges would invite you back on stage.
And was told that he would be given yet another chance to prove himself, and would be going to judges' houses after all. So Liam hopped on a plane to judges' houses in Barbados, where he learned that he would be judged by the man himself. Once in Barbados, Simon handpicked 2 songs for Liam to sing for him. The first was A Million Love Songs by Take That, and the second was Hero by Enrique Iglesias. It has become so clear that I'm a Wendy historian and not a zoologist. While Liam did sound good, despite everything, in the end, Simon sent him home. Simon worried that Liam was a bit too young and inexperienced, suggested that Liam should come back and try again in a couple of years, once he had more experience and some school qualifications. And Liam's always said that Simon absolutely made the right call. It gave Liam the chance to get in more vocal training and performance experience before he was ready to come back and try again in 2010.
Great to be back.
And the rest, as they say, is 1D history.